Going on, people? It's your boy Porter Rock 77. I'm just here broadcasting some gameplay right now. While I'm playing this game, I'm reflecting on what's going on, in the community, on these YouTube streets. I just thought to myself, you know what? Let me chat a bit. I normally don't do live streaming like this, but I said to myself, let me just have a little conversation with everybody. And I'm paying attention to Twitter and all that stuff, people talking, and I think I gotta remind everybody that it's hard to say, but at the end of the day, a console will always be defined by gaming. That's just the nature of the beast. You know what I'm saying? It's a gaming console. Now I already know what the Xbox fanboys are gonna say. They're gonna come out and say, but it wasn't about the games. The last 3 years. I know, I get it. I know what you're gonna say that. The problem is, did you ever consider that the exclusives Xbox One's been pushing
Snow.
may not
Any warmer out here.
have been what gamers wanted? Have you guys ever considered the bullshit that Microsoft title push in the beginning of the year was so bad that most gamers didn't care about the exclusives Microsoft was releasing? Because they weren't that, compelling. I'm not gonna say these games suck or not, because I haven't played those games. I'm just saying from perspective. Oh shit! I didn't just hey, there you go. All right, you know what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is the thought of the fact that Microsoft tripped up so bad that it didn't matter. Well, I ain't gonna say it didn't matter, but the games that Microsoft needed to be more than what they released. Like, for example, would things be different if Destiny was exclusive? You ever thought about that one? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Rise wasn't the big killer app Microsoft needed. You know what I mean? The thing what I'm trying to say is, oh man, let me fix this crap. The thing what I'm trying to say is, every generation of gaming, it always resulted the same. It always comes down to the games. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. Now I know Scorpio's gonna come out with this huge, 4K beast and all that stuff, and it's a powerful console, and it's gonna make a lot of consumers who buy that console happy, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you're looking for, especially if you're ready to upgrade your TV and all that stuff, then yeah, for those who are willing to do it, they're gonna enjoy themselves. Oh, I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna enjoy themselves. But the question is this: the majority of the gamers, especially those who are going to buy these consoles, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna look forward to buying consoles over the next couple of months. They're gonna want games. You know what I mean? That's what they want. They're gonna want to play lots of games. They're gonna want to see lots of titles on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? All right? It's not simply just gonna be power. I'm sorry to say, as much as everybody's gonna say, oh, but that's how it was the last 3 years. It doesn't matter how you guys felt the last 3 years. That boat has sailed. You know what I'm saying? When Microsoft had the opportunity, to create a console, to provide power or do whatever, they decided to go with this. They decided to go with this cable and multimedia and all that other stuff, and gamers got pissed. So sure, Microsoft, they try to put their best foot forward, with Rise, Sunset Overdrive, the remake of Gears, Halo 5 and stuff like that. But for some gamers, they were already done with Microsoft. They were already done. You know what I'm saying? The damage was done for them. They didn't care, what Microsoft did. And some gamers still ain't going back. They don't trust Microsoft. Even with the release of Scorpio or whatever, some gamers that I know are actually like, how many more consoles is Microsoft gonna release? Because when you think about it, they launched with a $500 Xbox, then they released the Slim for $300, at the low point. And when you think about it, the Slim was completely different than the vanilla Xbox One. So that's technically a new console. And now they want to release a Scorpio a year later. You know what I'm saying? So some people are like, do you really have to spend like $1,300 to finally enjoy a console this gen? And some people ain't with that. Some people want, oh, here we go. Some people want consistency. You understand what I'm saying? You know?
Well, why not?
And it was funny, every time we talk about the games, you know, Xbox fanboys talk about, but we had the games. You know, we had Rise. We had Sunset Overdrive. You know? What I say to them is, notice it's past tense. You had. You know what I'm saying? What about the future? What is Microsoft doing with the future of gaming? What studios have they developed, or, you know, what studios have they grown since, you know? Because you're talking about a brand that's been around for 16 years. You know, Xbox One, the original OG Xbox came out in 2001. So it's 16 years in the making. 16 years later, and we still trying to figure out what Microsoft's doing as a gaming company. You know what I'm saying? Somebody figure that out. Somebody help me out with that one. Why are we now in 2017 still trying to wonder, you know, what Microsoft's planning to do? 16 years later, we still have to say, wait for E3. And now that E3 is closer, they're already providing a little bit of damage control, saying, well, we may not see much this year, but we're definitely going to see something next year. So we're going to have to wait 5 years into the console cycle to figure out Microsoft's strategy for gaming? I don't know. That don't sound too kosher to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, what's up? Everybody's in the comment section. Princess, what's up? Your order was good. PlayStation Inquisition was good. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'd just do a quick live stream. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn, because this game is this is something Xbox One needed, and it doesn't have it. You know what I'm saying? I think the closest was Sunset Overdrive, and this is the thing. A lot of Xbox gamers say Sunset Overdrive is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Which it probably is. You know, it's made by Insomniac. This probably is an awesome title. You know, but I have to ask, why the hell did Microsoft not immediately start on the sequel with Insomniac? You know what I'm saying? Right now, Xbox community should be playing Sunset Overdrive 2, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? That shit's crazy. You know, they dropped the ball on a lot of content. Rise came out like in 2013 or some shit. No sequel. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't bother to continue with the relationship with Crytek on making, you know, a sequel for the game. So you have to ask yourself, what is Microsoft doing, you know? Did they put too much focus on the Xbox One S and the Scorpio? Because if that was the focus and they thought that they'll catch up with games, oh man, they hit a bad stride. Because, you know, PlayStation is at this point where it's just kicking high gear. You know what I'm saying? It's just insane. Like this month's NPD is full of PlayStation exclusives. You know, so PlayStation community is just buying the games because that's what people want. I mean, we're 4 years into the gen. This is 2017. The generation began in 2013. Gamers want games, and I'm sorry. Every generation has always been defined by the games that the console has. You know, that's just how it's always been. You know, and I know the Xbox fanboys, they're gonna fight this fight with power, and they're gonna end up losing because no one's gonna care.
I'm not showing any.
No one's gonna care that you have the best version of Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? The majority of PlayStation gamers don't even have the Pro.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? The majority of PlayStation gamers don't have the Pro. The majority of PlayStation gamers aren't even buying the Pro. They're buying the Slim. Why? Because they want to pay $250 and enjoy games. Now, for those of you that bought the Pro, you know, I would say the more hardcore PlayStation gamers, you know what I'm saying? We're not knocking you guys or anything like that, man. You know, you guys got what you want. But the truth is, you guys are the minority. You don't represent the majority of the PlayStation gamers. You know? That's just the reality. The majority of PlayStation gamers are vanilla owners and Slim owners. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's good, Jay? Hey, thanks for stopping by. You know? But that's the reality. The majority of PlayStation gamers are vanilla and slim owners. You know what I'm saying? So when an Xbox dude who bought a Scorpio comes at the average PlayStation gamer and says, oh, we got the power, they're going to be like, we got the games, dog. You know what I'm saying? We don't really care about that much power. It's the games. That's just how it is. If you enjoy your shit, if you're an Xbox person right now and you're listening to this, listening to me right now, enjoy Scorpio for what it does for you. Buy it because you want that experience. Buy it because you bought a 4K TV and you just want stuff to you. But if you're gonna buy it, and one of the characteristics or one of the things you want out of it is to be able to talk shit and to tell people that you're playing better versions of games than they are, right? I'm gonna let you know, most people ain't gonna give a damn. They're not gonna care. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm gonna care that you're playing a superior version of Call of Duty if I'm playing God of War? You think I'm gonna care you're playing the superior version of some Ubisoft game when I'm swinging around New York City in Spider-Man? Do you honestly think I'm gonna be thinking about that? Do you honestly think while I'm playing Kojima's Death Stranding, one of my favorite developers of all time, you think I'm gonna be thinking, damn, I'm not playing this shit in Ultra 4K 60? Do you honestly think most of us are gonna have that on our brain? Bro, come on, man. You guys are bugging out. I'm telling you. See, the difference between the Xbox fanboys and us PlayStation fans or whatever, the power is not going to bother us as much as it bothers you guys. We can tell that it truly affected your community. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much noticeable. You know? Now you got people like my man Jay. Like right now he's in a comment. He loves graphics. You understand what I'm saying? But he's not gonna try to make other people feel bad. He never did that. That's not his style. You understand what I'm saying? And if people told him, hey, I'm playing a better version of the game than you are, he's not gonna care. He's gonna be like, hey, good on you, bro. If you got a GT 1080 Titan or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's good for you, bro. Enjoy your stuff. You know what I'm saying? But most of us is not gonna care. Like me, I got the vanilla. I'm rocking the vanilla. I don't have a pro. I'm rocking a vanilla right here. So obviously, I'm not gonna care about power. I'm not gonna care about the power that the PlayStation Pro can bring or the Scorpio can bring. I'm not knocking them, but at the same time, I stuck with this console for one reason. I don't want to drop $400 on hardware. I really don't want to do it. You understand what I'm saying? This holiday season, I'm not even going to buy a Scorpio. I'm buying an Xbox One S. And hopefully it could be $200. With maybe one or two games bundled to it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping for. Why? Why am I going for the Xbox One S and not the Scorpio? Simple. I don't want to pay $500 on hardware and then I have to pay more money for games, which will result in $700, $800 or whatever. I've had to drop, if I have $500, I've had to go in the store, get hardware, and buy games, and enjoy games. You understand what I'm saying? Sure, it may not be 1080p 4K, but it's just most of the consoles I enjoyed all my life have always been weaker. Always has been. You know what I mean? It just is. I enjoyed the PS1, which was weaker compared to the N64. PS2 was weaker against the Xbox and GameCube. Genesis was weaker against Super NES. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy games. I enjoyed consoles all my life that were weaker. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about them games, dog. That's how it is. And the gaming community need a reminder, Now I got it. Some of you Xbox fans, the Xbox fans, you got burned a little bit, because you had games, but you have to understand, Microsoft really fucked up this year. They really punted into the stands, And some of the games that came out, I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying that, but they're not compelling. They're not system sellers. That's the best way I could put it. And all games are not system sellers. Some games are just good, and that's about it. They're just simply good. You know what I mean? They're not the type of games that will make people pay $400 or $500 for a console. You know what I mean? You have to look at that. You know. Now, if Microsoft would have dropped, let's say like Destiny, you know, if they didn't have a bad deal with Bungie, then maybe, who knows, things will be different. Now you're talking about...
Doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
Oh, look at this dude right here. You know what I'm saying?
Time to take a look.
But I'm sorry, when this gen is all said and done, it's gonna be the games that define the console. It's not gonna be the power, you know. Here's another thing. Everybody's talking about Xbox innovation. There's some things on Xbox that they did innovate. But power is not innovation. All right? Let's just cut that out.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today. Contact in 30 seconds. Hey, think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn?
This game is awesome. I love this. I love RPGs. RPGs, yo, by far this gen, best genre this gen. By far, The Witcher, Elder Scrolls Online, freaking Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3. Oh my God, this gen just killed it. But anyway, this is crazy. This gen's turning out mad crazy. But it's all right though, because I think after the Scorpio resets itself and the hysteria behind 4K 60 and all that other stuff dwindles down, you know, after November, December, once we start 2018, everything's gonna go back to what it was.
Silence.
It's gonna go back to games. You know what I'm saying? And right now, PlayStation's at the forefront of this. Sony's in high gear. You know, whether it's from their own first-party studios or the relationships they make with third-party studios. You know, and when games like God of War drop, Spider-Man drop, Death Stranding, Days Gone, Detroit. You know what's crazy? All these games I'm naming.
Silence, you getting this?
And we still got E3. Yo, Jamie, what's good? I do Juegos, what's good?
They died here.
You know what I'm saying?
People die all the time.
Yo,
keep going
this E3 is gonna be bananas for a PlayStation. You know? And then here's the crazy part. Even after E3, you know what I'm saying? With great new game announcements from Sony and whatever third-party relationships they do, they still got PlayStation experience 6 months later. Yo, that's bananas. Don't you think? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Sure, Sony was slow to the punch, and they always slow to the punch. You know what I'm saying? Because they focus on the previous console to the last drop. I mean, look at the PlayStation 3. It was whatchamacallit. You know, PlayStation 4 was releasing in 2013, and they decided, do I fall here? Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, what the fuck? I just pulled a fucking Kid Smooth up in here. I fucked something up. You know what I'm saying? But think about it this way. So 2013, PlayStation 4 came out, right? November. But yet that same year, like in May, they released The Last of Us. You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, the PlayStation 3 was already 7 years old at the time. But that's how Sony does. They support their console to the very end. That's why when you buy a PlayStation console, Operation Enduring Victory, is that like a joke for Operation Enduring Freedom? But you know what I'm saying? When you buy a PlayStation console, you don't feel like that Sony just, you know, just gave up on it during the last 2 years. That's kind of like what Microsoft does. Microsoft, they cut support from their console like a year or two early. That's why you don't see much exclusives on it towards the last 2 years of a console, because they're already working on the next one. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? How am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to slide down? Is that? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's how Microsoft does. Yeah, I'm pulling a Kiss Move now, right? Yo, but anyway, I'm gonna say. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, I'm gonna say, damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so Microsoft, you know, they cut support early. I ain't gonna say cut early, but what they do is they purposely plan stuff. You know what I'm saying? They stopped making games like a year or two before the release of their new console. So that way by launch, they can have games, you know, within the first 2 years already good to go, you know what I'm saying? Sony, on the other hand, they support their console to the very end. And then when they release their new console, that's when they start, you know, shifting the support. The hell, just jump. What are you doing? I'm just bugging out. You know what I'm saying? That's when they start supporting the console.
Space.
You know? So it depends on what type of strategy you like. Do you prefer to have your old console get cut support early so that way the new console could get support right from the gate? Or do you prefer the console you own get support to the very last drop? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This, you know, it's just crazy how things are. Go up, right up here. Yeah. Well, why the hell would they? You know, why would this be down here for? Oh no! What are you doing, girl? You better stop it. Is there something down here? Why would you be? Don't tell me you're only down here for this. Photorock, will you go to the? I mean, if I get invited, yeah, I will do that. You know what I'm saying? I will do. Yeah, I will go to Weapon Wheel if I ever get invited. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, I'm looking like a noob right now. Where the hell do I go? All right, get back up here. I have to jump, climb up, jump on there. Boom. There we go. Anyway, so I thought, you know, just how it's a nice Sunday. It's a Sunday evening. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and I thought I'd just talk with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And then just remind people, hey, man, it's all about the game. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hold up. Was I born in PR? No, I was born in New York. My mom and dad were born in PR. So I'm a first generation American. Well, we're all Americans, but let's see what they say right here. WWE's banter sounds forced. Why? You're watching it now? Weapon Wheel podcast? Well, it's a slow, oh man, I didn't record it. Where's my notebook at? Oh man, that out points. Screw it. Fuck it. The grave hoard. Alright, so anyway, I mean, Weapon Wheel podcast is a pretty good podcast. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't listen to it all the time. It just depends on the topics I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? He was born in PR, living in New York.
Guess they were used to it.
In the past 10 years. Okay. No, what? No Weapon Wheel podcast is off. The what? What do you mean? It's off? What do you mean it's off?
Just one bed. Figured our war chief's room.
Oh, you mean like a pro? No, I'm not saying I was gonna be like a permanent member. No. Them the guys, they have their own thing. Like if I was there for a guest, I would do a guest spot. It would be pretty cool. Where am I going? Things that go bugged out here. I'm losing my focus. See, this is why I can't do streams and gaming, man. I can't focus on two things. Losing focus. Anyway, I just want to talk to you guys. Yeah, like Weapon show is over 2 days. I already see. Oh, okay. Hey, go up here. Anyway, I just want to make sure, you know, I just wanted to chat with you guys real quick. You know, just give up my opinion. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, it's all about the games, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy a Scorpio. You know, if that's what you want, buy a Scorpio. You know, if you want that 4K 60, you want to see how native 4K looks, go ahead. Do you. You know, good for you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're already an Xbox owner and you want your current library to get that boost and look better, nothing wrong with that. But if part of your enjoyment is to talk shit and brag that you got the most powerful console, I'm just going to let you know. PlayStation Nation, the majority of PlayStation Nation are vanilla and slim owners. We don't care. Because we got games. We're going to be rocking God of War, Detroit, Days Gone, Spider-Man, for those that like racing, Gran Turismo, you know what I'm saying? And then who knows what we get to see in E3, you know? And then the multiplayer that we do play, we get the content, you know, which is to me is more important than graphics. You know, I don't care if I got the best graphics, but yet other people are playing stuff I don't have the opportunity to play, even though I paid $60 for it. You see what I'm saying? That's just me. You know, if I'm playing Destiny and there's weapons and maps and missions that I can't play, that to me is more important. I'd rather have content and fun and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the games, man. It's always been that way. You know, this generation is not going to be any different. This generation is not going to be the generation of power. I'm gonna tell you that. You know, but that's how it is. But anyway, thanks for rocking out. I've been doing this for 25 minutes. I'm gonna continue playing this game. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, everybody, you take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And this is your boy Porter Rock, and I'm out. Peace. How do I end it? How do I finish this? Yo, what the fuck? I just pulled a Kid Smooth up in here. Holy shit. That was unexpected and funny as hell. Take it easy, bro. I'm glad you enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? Now, what the hell? There we go. No doubt, Juegos. You know what I'm saying? Gotta rep out people. Peace.